That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at Auto Club for the ISRL. You heard it right, the Independent Sim Racing League is here for their inaugural season opener for the In and Out 160, right here on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Information, the monologue number one, and all the fun coming up next. Let's bring you in now in the booth here for the ISRL powered by TH Designs. Again, ladies and gentlemen, grab your beers, buckle your belts, and say your prayers because it's time for the Independent Sim Racing League powered by TH Designs. Tonight, history is being made. Race number one, season number one. 15 weeks of chaos, burnout, smoke, and emotional damage, all wrapped in digital sheet metal. And we're starting it off here with the In and Out 160 at Auto Club Speedway, sponsored by our friends over at Independence Motorsports, keeping things fast, loud, and probably violating at least one OSHA guideline. Now, I'm Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horseboat, And let me tell you, I'm so damn excited to be on the call for this inaugural season that my mic might just need a seatbelt. And this ain't just a league. This is a 15-week test of willpower, horsepower, and who's got the mental stability to survive turn 2 at Auto Club without screaming, "Fuck it," into the wall. You can smell it already, the fresh paint, the burnt rubber, the overconfidence of a guy who qualified 28 but thinks he's got a long-run car. Yeah, sure, pal, and I've got a six-pack and a mortgage. This field is stacked with drivers hungry for glory, and at the end of the night, only one of them gets to say they were the first ever ISRL winner. That's right. One lucky soul will make history. The rest, well, they'll just make excuses. And listen, the horseboat isn't just living in the Twitch world anymore, as I'm branching out like a redneck startup. Yeah, that's right. I said it, a redneck startup. I'm over at Twitch, which you're currently on right now, YouTube or TikTok. Follow, like, and subscribe, whatever you got to do. And if you don't, I will assume you think Ross Chastain did nothing wrong. The league's about independence, intensity, and idiocy, and I'm here for every second of it. So grab your snacks, mute your family, and tell your boss you're working late, because tonight we kick off the inaugural season of the Independent Sim Racing League, and baby, the horseboat is wide open down the backstretch. It sounds really fucked up now I'm reading it back. This is the In and Out 160 at Auto Club Speedway, and it's time to find out who's got the guts, the grip, and the gall to make history. And don't forget, tonight you can be a lucky fan as well. If you are in the Twitch chat for this stream, you will be in line for a giveaway tonight, sponsored by Independence Motorsports and the ISRL. Again, thank you for your continued support. Hopefully you like the new booth and the design. Again, let's take a look together, shall we, at this wonderful race ad that came up. And then I'm going to snap it back real quick for the series schedule. Again, you got Auto Club, Phoenix, Kansas, Atlanta, Indianapolis, Iowa, and Charlotte, Pocono, Las Vegas, Talladega, Michigan, Watkins Glen, Nashville, Daytona, wrapping it all up in a nice bow February 3rd at Homestead. We'll get into the playoffs and much more down the road, but I want to take a moment right now with the president, CEO, the top dog, the big guns in the room, Ryan Robertson, who's also in the 16 car tonight will be out on the track here. And Ryan, great work you've done with the place here so far. How are you feeling going into race one with a brand new league, like a brand new baby you just brought home, ready to bring it joy?
You know, as you know, and you've been a part of the last 7 months that we've worked to put this thing together, by popular demand by, quite a bit of people. It's nice that it's finally here. Hopefully we put on a good show tonight. That's more important than anything. And, obviously let you do your thing. So I'm definitely excited. I know you are.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was telling you last night, I was super hyped. I put a lot of work into some of the stuff I'm going to be showing you guys here later on while we're racing. But yeah, definitely get this. I'm ready to get this thing kicked off. Again, we've got a T-shirt to give away tonight, a classic die-cast from the 90s. You got a Milwaukee Tool T-shirt. You got an ISRL T-shirt. You got classic die-cast. Hell, I might even throw a couple stickers that I know of a couple other leagues that I know of, including myself, for that. So, Ryan, I'm super stoked to get this underway. I know you got to qualify. We'll talk to you later. Again, good luck to you tonight.
Appreciate it, man. Everybody enjoy.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. And again, if you're not watching live, watching it on the playback, thank you for that as well. We appreciate all the love and support that you can share. Again, we are getting ready for qualifying for week one, race one here at Auto Club. Live above in the meetyourmom.com blimp cam. Different league, same old story. Use promo code DVDA for your first 50% off while using the website. Again, some drivers tonight you're going to see from Gears. You're going to see them from Donut Box. You're going to see them from all corners of the universe. And I am excited to bring it. It looks like qualifying is about to get hot and heavy. Again, they are just finishing up with an hour of practice. And even before then, You know, people were throwing up lobbies, getting ready in anticipation. The Kansas 50 probably didn't go as well as they would have hoped. But definitely was a fun race. I don't know if anybody have watched it out there in TV land, but it was entertaining to watch from my perspective. Factor Mike says, hi, YouTube. Hi, Factor Mike. Thanks for watching the stream, enjoying it. Again, if you want to be available for the giveaway, you got to be in the Twitch chat. We'll get you involved, but here we go for qualifying right now. Let's get you down to the track. I set some things up differently here, so it's going to take me a minute to get used to it all. But we will do our damnedest to bring you the best. And Ryan Robertson going out for lap numero uno. Auto Club. The Prez says he likes it. I'm going to watch him as he goes and takes care of business on lap 1. Get you a little input action. Don't want to give too much away there. Coming around the corner onto the front stretch for lap number 1 for the ISRL. Let's see where he's going to show. Looks like second right now with a 39.50. Rob Rosello on the pole currently with a 39.43. I take that back. Jonathan Militia with the 39.39 to take over the pole position. Jason Chrisman says, hold my root beer, 39.22. Let's see what Ryan Robertson's got in the tank for lap number 2. And it looks like Ryan Robertson going to get a 39.39, good enough for a 6. But Jason Chrisman, Travis Stroney, Landon Bednarz, Rob Rosello interchanging now on the fly. Let's get out there. See if anybody else is out there. Let's go to a new guy we haven't seen before. Nick Tarana. I hope I'm pronouncing that right because that's fucking badass. Nick Tarana, all black right now. Hey, he's got the banner though. Let's give him credit. He's got the banner. He is supposed to be the 10 car. $39.79 for Nick Tyrannosaurus. Nicholas Van Ebert and the 4 Machine with the 39.55, good enough for 17th. That Casey's General Store 4. Coming around for lap number 2, going to be a 39.46, good enough for 14th. But right now, Jason Chrisman, Nathan Fuller, Travis Stroney, Andrew Sanford, and Jonathan Militia, your top 5. And as I speak again, Anthony Ludi bumps back Nathan Fuller and takes the second spot on the front row there. The 95 Toyota Camry 213 Simware Machine. And hopefully you're loving the ticker. Let me know. Let me know if you love it or hate it. Need some feedback. Again, it's supposed to give you that glowy vibe. And honestly, I love it. Meeks taking second for the moment. Ludi couldn't do any better. 39.28, 39.25 for the 55. Thomas, that girl is cheeks. Meeks. In that Wheels America. I know that car. 39.25, and he is going to get a 39.27. Let's shoot it over to Mike DeWalt in the 5. You may know him from Gears. I don't know. Relatively unknown. I'm just kidding. But there you go. That is going to do it for qualifying. You got Jason Chrisman, Thomas Meeks, Anthony Ludi. And we'll get that out there for you. Nathan Fuller, Travis Stroney, Andrew Sanford, Jonathan Militia, Mike DeWalt, Cody Keller, and Landon Bednars. Again, the In and Out 160, sponsored by Independence Motorsports. Excited to bring you race 1 here. We've been hyped all week long since Kansas, since we did the Kansas 50. Give you a nice aerial footage as they get warmed up. We'll get out on the track so you can see a little bit of what's going on. Again, take 30 seconds, grab a beverage as they get warmed up for 3 minutes. We'll be back in just a moment. Again, the ISRL is powered by TH Designs. And we are at Auto Club for the In and Out 160, sponsored by Independence Motorsports. A lot of independence going on here tonight. Again, we have just over 30 cars in the group here tonight for race 1 of In and Out 160. A little bit of In and Out, you know. Don't mind that.
I'm gonna come.
Casey Robbins says, yo, hate I had to miss tonight, but hope it's a good show. Yeah, I hope you can make it. I know work's got you by the balls, but we hope to have you here eventually. Let's get ourselves prepped here tonight for this action. Again, race 1 of 15 at Auto Club. You have 80 laps, 1 fast repair, and a total of 4 tire sets. So the one you got on and 3 over the wall, and 60% fuel. So no doubt you're going to have to pit at least once, possibly twice, to get through this race. As they wrap up, warm up, again, like they haven't warmed up enough. We will get this underway. Again, I could not be more happy to be a part of this Again, when they asked for me to come on board for this one, it was kind of a no-brainer. A new startup league, looking for some support. Again, I'm a small-time broadcaster myself. Figured this would work out great. The guys that work this, the admin team, they are sensational. Guys that I've known for a couple years now, working with them in other capacities. Just a great group to be a part of. And again, if you have a C license and are under, I believe, 3,500 I rating, give us a shout. Let us know. We've got a couple more spots open for this year. We're more than happy to have you, or at least consider it in the future.
Wiener, 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 wiener.
Oh, you know what that means. Wiener, wiener, wiener. That means it's time for the grid walk as they get ready to roll here for 80 laps at Auto Club. We will take a moment and get down into our grid walk in just a moment.
And it's gone.
Again, if you're watching on TikTok, if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, come over to Twitch. There's a giveaway here tonight. But you got to be in there to win. Again, as we venture to TikTok, we get closer into that. We'll definitely get more intertwined with that. Let's turn down the music and give you a grid walk, courtesy of the ISRL. Well, if they're going to let me. See if they let me. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to let me. Interesting. Let's walk through it together, shall we? So here on the front row here tonight, we have Jason Chrisman. On the outside, him is going to be the 55 of Thomas Meeks. The 95 of Anthony Ludi and the 13 of Nathan Fuller is row 2. Row 3, we have the 14 of Travis Stroney and the 37 of Andrew Sanford. In row 4, we have the 69 of Jonathan Militia and the 5 of Mike DeWalt. In row 5, we have the 2 of Cody Keller and the 29 of Landon Bednars. In row 6, we have Henry Kalhoff and Rob Rossello Jr. Of course, we're going to get to do it now, right? Always in first. Yep, there we go. Rob Rossello Jr. Row 7. We're going to go back. Fuck it. Jason Chrisman and Thomas Meeks in row 1 here tonight for your In and Out 160. Row 2, you have the 95 of Anthony Ludi and the 13 of Nathan Fuller. In row 3, you have the 14 of Travis Stroney and not pictured the 37 of Andrew Sanford. Row 4, you have the 69 of Jonathan Militia and the 5 of Mike DeWalt. In row 5, not pictured, the 2 of Cody Keller, there he is, and the 29 of Landon Bednars, who apparently still likes to be the 16. In row 6, you have the 63 of Henry Kalhoff and the 24 of Rob Rossello Jr. In row 7, you have the 16 of Ryan Robertson and the 43 of Josh Cole. In row 8, you have the 7, Michael James, and the 8 of Matthew Fleming. In row 9, you have the 88 of Blake Schneider and the 25 of Landon Farmer. In row 10, you have the 4 of Nicholas Van Hemert and the 91 of Dustin Wells. In row 11, you have the 1 of Joseph Enright and the 00 of Terry Fennell. In row 12, you have the 448 of Tristan Acevedo and the 20 of Scott Bell. In row 13, you have the 12 of Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. Welcome back, my man. And the 42 of Christopher Pugliese. In row 14, we have the 19 of Alex Snyder and the 10 of Nick Tarana. And rounding out our field is the 3 of Jeremy Eshelman and the 27 of Nathaniel Fryman. We made it. UTR_RC, thank you for the follow. Doing great, my man. Hopefully you are as well. Again, thank you for the follow. Hang around here tonight. You are eligible for the t-shirt giveaway. We got a t-shirt giveaway. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be fantastic. I will show that off here in a little bit. But we are just about to get set to go green flag racing, and I could not be more excited to be a part of it. I've said it, I think, like a million times. And I do believe we're going to get this thing cracking right away. I do not see lights. Yeah, we are going to get going. And that makes me happy. Yeah, you are eligible for a shirt. You just got to stay in the chat. I'm going to take down everybody's name once we cross the checkered flag, cross the start finish line for the checkered flag. We will get back to that in a second. It is time to get real for the ISRL. The In and Out 160 is on. Oh, Scott Bell in the wall. Chris McLeese to follow.
Fellas, we have got
All
very,
right.
very difficult.
And we have our first back that ass
right
up. Let's see what we got right here. We'll just keep this music going. Again, it's going to take me a minute to find my controls again. But let's go from the Blinken cam. We're going to look at the 20 car, that JBL, and behind him, that Pepsi. And it looks like everybody's pretty spaced out here as we get to the start. But let's hit play and find out what will unfold. Oh, yeah, just a fender bender. Let's slow that down. Yeah, and it looks like there was a checkup from the X. And that is Nick Tarana, actually. He figured out his stuff. That's great. But that really kind of screwed up the field.
Piss in the ass! Piss coming from my ass!
Oh, that's a 91, I think, of Dustin Wells up there. I don't know. I don't know who the X car is. We'll figure that out as we go along. But Jason Chrisman is your leader as it stands at the moment. As they all come around, I do believe they got a bit of gas. No, they did not. They just circled back around. Again, that's how fast we are over here on this network. Again, I'll hang out with you. That's what I'm going to do more of as we head into the season. We'll get you guys the ticker. Get a little bit of me in the process. Hopefully that's all right. Hopefully you don't mind. Again, you've got horse bucks. If you don't know what those are, take a look at what those are. You save up. You can make me drink. You can make me do stuff. Well, not weird stuff. But again, the shirt I'm wearing right now, it's a chance for you to win. Again, we're using random.org to pick from the list, but you have to be in the chat. And at the given moment, I'm going to tell you to write something in the chat. So you get in there, we're going to make it quick and painless, like a Band-Aid that you're just waiting to rip off after months of keeping it on. But you're also not just going to win one of those shirts. You're going to win one of these. Again, I don't know if you're a Milwaukee Tool fan, a DeWalt fan, whatever you are. Again, these shirts are really nice. I have a bunch of them. And then on top of that, we got some random die casts. So I've got stuff like this Jeff Burton throwback Ford Taurus. I've got a Michael Waltrip sitting back here when he was with the Sitco, when he had the Sitco scheme Ford Taurus 21. Got some Ernie Irvan shit. I think everybody's got Ernie Irvan shit. But again, here we are, together again. Roger says, anyone else here because Ryan said he'd castrate you otherwise? Holy shit. That's pretty forward, but pretty cool. He's doing all right in Milwaukee. You say, yes, Milwaukee all the way. But again, I digress. You got to be in the Twitch chat, following, and being able to write, I don't know, I might say, like, put W in the chat or some shit later. I'll put your name on a list, and I'll pull the list. You'll be able to see it live as I do it. So there is no question. We're going to get back to racing here, though. Looks like we have Jason Chrisman, Thomas Meeks, Anthony Ludi, Nathan Fuller, Travis Stroney, Andrew Sanford, Jonathan Militia, Mike DeWalt, Landon Bednars, and Cody Keller. Take a sip of this beer, and I'm gonna fade away. Seacrest out. Yeah, and I know that first initial grid, that launch, some people are nervous about that. Again, this was a highly anticipated league for the last couple months. Very exclusive. A lot of these guys got just an invite. They're like, yeah, I'll join. Tuesday nights, I got shit going on. And I'm glad if you're hanging out with me, you don't got shit going on either. Because this pace car is about ready to take off, and let's get ready. I'm psyched for it. You're psyched for it. The 18 now going to lead us off, getting ready to go back to green flag action here
Green
for the
flag.
In-N-Out 160, sponsored by Independence Motorsports. And looking down the list, looks like we got a good launch this time. So them all spread out. Yeah, cool. Chrisman out to a good lead so far. Thomas Meeks right there in second. And the 95 of Ludi getting chased down right now as they get up to speed. Looks like the 37 of Andrew Sanford is just, he was caught in the middle of it for just a moment. Let's ride on board with the 63 of Henry Kalhoff. Just see how hot and heavy it is on that backstretch. They're working the outside. 5 of DeWalt up in that top lane. You can see a lot of room here. Should be able to get around this track relatively easy. It looks like Militia's scheme is all screwed up. I heard before the broadcast some of these schemes got screwed up with the last update. I'm not sure what the hell happened. Right now, you see there, Landon Bednar's, Ryan Robertson, Matt Fleming. Getting a lot of great performers coming over from different leagues, different parts of the universe. Got that X car of Landon Farmer. He says he's number 25. He's really X. I got to get used to that. It's going to take a minute. All over the track. We'll try to keep it where the good stuff is. Right now up front, you got Chrisman, Meeks, Stroney, and Ludi. With Mike DeWalt hanging out there in 5th. But Fuller looking to make that change here shortly in that Not Your Father's Root Beer HB and Friends Golf Tour sponsored machine. Ten laps in of 80. You are seeing right there in the 43, Josh Cole with Rob Rossello Jr. directly in front of him now. But here it is, right here for 2nd and 3rd and 4th. Meeks, Stroney, and Ludi, and now they fan out, and then they're going to come together on the backstretch like stars aligning. Look at that. Just Beautiful harmony in that. Ludi getting a run. See what he does with it. Again, they kind of go in all different directions there. And to the inside, Travis Stroney goes. Let's watch on board from the perspective of the 95. Maybe he's trying to pull some shit of his own. Stroney clears that pass for second. And that battle has allowed Mike DeWalt to gain a little ground. But everybody else kind of single filed out here until we get... Yeah, right here. Biggest movers here, we've got a handful of them right now. One of them being... Where the hell did he go? The 8 of Matthew Fleming. See him there in that blue, green, and white Flem Dogs garage. Having a decent night so far, running in 12th. Again, this field a little bit tougher overall. Skill level here, as I'm looking up and down the I rating, pretty good across the board. Might have to show you guys that sometime. But again, Robertson, I'm going to need you to suck less and go faster, my friend. I love that. That's fantastic. Let's ride on board with the Mountain Dew man, Ryan Robertson. Again, ladies, he's single, ready to mingle. And quoted by Forts and Post, and he is an absolute unit. Now, I don't know if he's talking about... Well, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
What a man!
Oh, as he smacks the wall. Hopefully I didn't have anything to do with that. Landon Farmer, Cody Keller battling side by side. The battle of the red cars. Joking. But Landon Farmer, Cody Keller are going at it right now. Oh, he's a unit, all right. It's fantastic. Well, your leader right now and still is Jason Chrisman in that 18 car. Travis Stroney, Thomas Meeks, Anthony Ludi, and Mike DeWalt are your top 5 for your In-N-Out 160. Your inaugural race here at Auto Club for the ISRL, powered by TH Design. Again, only one caution to speak of early. But other than that, it's been pretty damn good racing. But Ryan Robertson is trying to change that all by himself.
Caution.
And we
Always
do
a forward
have
drive there
ourselves a
towards the end of
caution.
that
Dustin
little
Wells
runway
has crashed. Let's back that ass up and see what we can see on the ISRL instant replay. Now it does show that Tristan Acevedo has crashed as well, so that's maybe something we may need to check into in a moment. But let's see what happened here. Let's check the raw footage. Let's see what we got. Oh. Terry Fennell and the 91 finding each other ever so gently, and 91 did a great job shutting that down. Great job, actually. Let's see what happened to Tristan Acevedo. Oh, he decides, oh no, that 3 car of Jeremy Escherman that says, hey, you don't need to run anymore. Cautions. Who needs a caution? We can do this right here. Escherman just goes up the track. I do not know how you do not see him.
And it's gone.
That's how I feel right now. Like, he's just like, oh, we're side by side. That's cool. Put it in your ass. Touchdown.
What? Oh no.
Go Ryan Ryans. I love that. We're going to back. Oh, and the 27 getting some action. Nathaniel Fryman in that rainbow-colored machine. Technicolor, whatever you want to call it. Getting smoked at the end of it. Let's watch that back one more time because I guarantee you everybody's pitting right now. Yep, I see it. All right, we're going to slow that down. This music's making me feel weird, but that's okay. He just gets a little sideways. And again, this isn't super bad. I'm not saying, like, you know, Jeremy's the worst person in the world or anything. I'm not saying that. Clearly, it was probably an accident. But right here, like, Fryman is just, there's no braking. All right. All right.
Get your fat ass back here.
But there you go. Everybody is pitting. Everybody is leaving. And Mike DeWalt is the strategy king. For the moment. Oh, baby. Again, next week, tune in. We will be right back at it for the Arizona. The Arizona 120. Excuse me, I couldn't read. Sponsored by the ISRL. Again, same bat time, same bat channel. Qualifying starts at 8 p.m. Eastern, but come 15 minutes early for the show, for the action, for the music, for the vibes. I'll be here on hand, hopefully not as sick as I am this week, but maybe just as inebriated. Again, all here on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Again, if you're watching the TikTok, you're getting the raw footage, and I apologize for that. I'm going to figure that out one day, but it's not going to be today. Second caution here tonight. Show you everybody's best lap here so far as they get set to get back to it. Again, we'll have a post-race show for you. And then we're going to draw winners here tonight for a couple of shirts and a classic diecast. I don't know if that is enough to keep you. I hope it is. But if it isn't, it's going to be easy. Easy pickings.
One to go yet.
And it looks like they're not going to go one to go. They're going to share more suspense with us, but that's okay. A little way over a quarter through, a little over a quarter of the way through the race, I should say. And it's been pretty good. Good competitive racing. Nobody's at each other's throats. I don't know what the chat's like inside internally. But I know from my perspective, this has been a hell of a race to call so far for race number 1. Again, a new group, a new field of drivers, getting to know each other. Again, they put up a lot of practice lobbies, so you would hope these guys would take a moment to get to know each other. But again, that's me and my wishful thinking and me trying to make a plan. But they're going to go around one more time before we get back after it. Again, a lot of these guys you've seen from my previous broadcast, maybe Sprocket, maybe Gears Cup Series, maybe Donut Box, maybe Bottom Dollar, maybe Friggy Diggy. I don't know, man. I don't know if you've seen him or not. Maybe not Friggy Diggy. I never did work there. I don't know. We'll see. From other cross, maybe I didn't work for them, but maybe people that have come over. I don't know. But Ryan Robertson, Josh Cole, Chris Pugliese, Rob Rossello, Tristan Acevedo, Brad Gutierrez, Mr. Tilley, Alex Tilley. Hats off to you guys for starting this thing off right. And if anybody I've forgotten, I'm already past it. Mike DeWalt, Joseph Enright, row 1. Travis Stroney, Jonathan Militia, row 2. Thomas Meeks, Andrew Sanford, row 3. Anthony Ludi, Blake Schneider, row 4. And rounding out our top 10 and in row 5, Rob Rossello Jr. and Matthew Fleming. UTR, if you spend Tuesday nights with me, that would be appreciative. Again, I enjoy anybody who comes out and enjoys the program. This is the tip of the iceberg if you are new to this channel. But here we go, getting ready to go. Green flag action for the In-N-Out 160. Again, the inaugural race. If you're new, if you just came out from under a rock, this is the inaugural race for the ISRL powered by TH Designs. Who is going to be the first ever winner? Stick around and find out. Maybe you can win too with the giveaway here tonight. Restart zone is real. And we are about to get back after it right here, right now. Mike DeWalt leads the way for the In-N-Out 160 as we resume coverage. Lap 23 of 80. Let's get it on. Mike DeWalt, always a fast ride whenever you see him on the track. If he can steer clear of the danger, he is a threat to win every time. But there is 30 other drivers who also feel the same. They're trying to pursue that first. Man, I just broke. That 69 car looks like shit. It looks like shit. I'm sorry. It looks like shit. Shame on you. Shame on you. Look at this action. Spread out like an eagle, spreading his wings. Cars all over the track. Again, different parts of the track gives you different tire wear over time, depending what you choose. I have also heard with the latest update that happened not too long ago, and I've had very little experience running it lately, these cars are more fun to drive, and I like to hear that. Oh, Josh Cole almost took Blake Schneider with him to hell, but was able to keep himself above the flames. That was insane for the 43. We're going to have to pay close attention to him as he goes into 3. He gets up high, hopefully just trying to get the hell out of the way, but fresh tires do weird things. And you may not be prepared for it. Again, the 43 driving, 4 wide. Driving that Coors Light car. My beer of choice as of late. Silver bullets go down smooth every time. We've got 4 wide yet again. Again, Auto Club, easy to do. You got the space and the real estate. And it seems like these drivers are finding a way to make best use of that. 3 wide there for 5th. Oh, banging doors, and there he goes with Rossello. That could have been a lot worse, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, they did a great job to hold that. You know what they should make? Quadruple stuffed Oreos. Oh man, I'm gonna fuck this name up. Tezonde 93, thank you for the follow. That's a pretty badass name. Again, Just about 30 laps in, Mike DeWalt is your current leader. Thomas Meeks the third and second. Travis Stroney third. Jonathan Militia fourth. And rounding out your top five right now is Rob Rosello Jr. As you can see from the jump here on this last restart, Rob Rosello is pushing to get to the front. Anything to support my boo, Ryan Ryanson. I love it. I love the Ryan Robinson love. I get a lot of slander from other people in the league that are in other leagues, which is banter, like playful hate, which I love. But the love is even better. I'm glad you are out here supporting your guy, Ryan. Again, big night for the Columbus, Ohio man. Important that he gets off to a good start here. Running in 10th right now, trying to hold it down, but that other 16 car of Landon Bednarz, who's supposed to be the fucking 29, trying to take that away. Thomas Meeks has taken the lead, making it our third lead change of the night so far. Just throwing numbers out there, hoping it sticks. But again, Meeks, I've seen in Tona Box, very good, a very fantastic driver. Mike DeWalt, Travis Stroney, Jonathan Militia, Rob Rosello, all not strangers, non-strangers to the program. And let's get in the 24. You know, if he doesn't do good, if he doesn't finish inside of the top 10, we got to think of something, because right now he's racing. He's not going to care that we're talking shit. But let's work together on this. I will help you out. Stale Pringles, what is up, Fortson? What the fuck? Why are you not running in this league right now? 32 of 80 in the bag. Well, let's stretch this out further. UTR, Tezande. What if he doesn't get a top 10 here tonight? League owner, big night. It's like, I know Roger Goodell shouldn't play in the league, but this is what we have. Let's use that to our advantage. Think of something. I'm going to keep broadcasting. Andrew Sanford going to the inside of Anthony Ludi. Rob Rosello right there for the taking as well. Not going to happen right now. Can appreciate all the views over on YouTube and Twitch. I'll be honest, TikTok's fucking dead. That's okay, though. It's a niche thing. I get it. But what I don't get is this battle right now. Militia has passed both of these gentlemen for second. We've got Travis Stroney and Mike DeWalt in a good old-fashioned boxing match with race cars. Trying to clear him, and he does barely. Oh, my Lord.
I'm gonna come.
It was insane. Thomas Meeks right now looks pretty good, but you see that stupid-ass car that Jonathan Militia is driving. Stupid as it looks, fast it may be. Gisani said there is no failure or he will be disowned, kicked off his own league team, pay for Steve's strip club endeavors, and buy me some Nutter Butters. Holy fuck. That is fantastic. That is... wow. Wow. I wish I could say that over in the chat there internally, what you just wrote, because that is hilarious. Ryan Robertson goes to strip clubs. I love it. He's not going to like that on the playback. Funny, nevertheless. Anthony Ludi right now dealing with Andrew Sanford. He just won't go away. He's like that dude at the party that he follows you everywhere. And it doesn't matter what conversation. You could be rocking a piss in the bathroom. He's right there. He says, no, Steve. Oh, I don't know. I don't know who Steve is. There's a lot of people named Steve in this world. I want you to Google for me how many people are named Steve in this world. And the percentage would shock you. I forget what it is, but it is an alarming percentage. Look at this battle. An orgy of cars right now. And Anthony Ludi passing all of them to move up into fifth. Rob Rossello not giving up. Going to the inside, but we all know that 8 of Matthew Fleming. Very fast car. He can get the job done if he can get the opportunity. Slowly making his way. But the biggest mover of the night right now is the 20 of Scott Bell in the JBL Toyota Camry. Having a decent run here tonight so far at Auto Club. Now, I will tell you guys, Tezande and UTR, if you are new to this, new to Twitch or whatever. Hold on, there is no exact global statistics. Well, hold on, I have to look that up because I saw a percentage. Maybe it's in the United States. I don't know what it is. I had a specific percentage, and I will look that up at some point. We will come back to that. Ryan now, fans are turning on him relatively quickly, but he did move back inside the top 10, battling here with Scott Bell. I think I called him Chris Bell before, which probably did. Josh Cole to the inside, going to pass him. Thomas Meeks, our leader right now, and going to lead us as we get close to the halfway point. Ring that bell, Ryan. Yeah. Hold on. You're going to ring it. Not a sexy way. Oh. My bad. But here we go. Jonathan Militia now all over that back bumper of Thomas Meeks. If you've noticed with Militia, he's been taking more of a higher side around the track, and for him, that makes him fast. But there he goes to the inside, looking for a lead. Wants to get that under his belt, and he does with that awful-looking 69. If he wins, I'm going to feel so cringy inside. Not because it's Militia. I love Militia. He's one of my favorite people on iRacing, on Discord, forever. He's such a great personality. Such a huge heart. But his car looks like shit. Let's just be real. But the battle trudges on as we are 42 laps in. That wasn't supposed to go down, but all right. The all things ISRL. I'm hitting too many buttons here. I'm trying to use my stream deck. It's not working out very well. But you got Jonathan Militia, Thomas Meeks, Mike DeWalt, Travis Stroney, Anthony Ludi, your top 5. with Matthew Fleming, Henry Kalhoff, Rob Rosello Jr., Andrew Sanford, and Josh Cole. I'm not spell checking, that's for rich people. Me too. But again, if you've got Amazon Prime or anything like that, a sub will get you commercial-free viewing here on Twitch. But right now, you two are hanging out in the chat that I see that are eligible currently for that T-shirt Classic Diecast giveaway. If you don't care about NASCAR, you can sell it at a rummage sale. I do not care. Jonathan Militia now putting about a half a car length lead over Thomas Meeks, and then you have second, third, fourth, and fifth right there. He's right on board with the 95 of Anthony Ludi. Now I'm going to take 30 seconds. You should too. Grab a beverage as we get ready for the conclusion of the In-N-Out 160. We are back at it for the In-N-Out 160 here at Auto Club. The inaugural race of the ISRL, powered by TH Designs and sponsored by Independence Motorsports. Your leader right now as it stands is Jonathan Militia, Thomas Meeks, Mike DeWalt, Travis Stroney, and Matthew Fleming. I ain't gonna ban you, I don't care, do whatever you want. Again, as long as you abide by my guidelines, I do not care. Right now, Ryan Watch, he is currently in 12th. Behind him is Michael LeBron James. Got Scott Bell and Josh Cole right there. Desande 93, subscribe for 1 month. Hell yeah. Thank you for that. I do appreciate that a lot. Again, the money that I get from that is very small. But what I do with that is I push it back into the stream one way or another. Gets me a couple more months of premium of shit that I use or subscriptions that I have that I need to upkeep for this channel. So again, I appreciate that a lot. It helps push the ball a little bit closer to that goal line. Lap 48 of 80. Jonathan Militia and Thomas Meeks neck and neck for the lead. These two drivers, known for their aggressive driving style, tonight putting it all on display. Class acts of the ISRL right now. Oh, man. You know what? This is fun. You have my Prime sub next week, brother. No, thank you. Yeah, he's going the wrong damn way. But this battle for the top is pretty intense right now. Like my penis.
He's pulling his cock out!
It's pretty fucked up, man. Mike DeWalt and Anthony Ludi now battling for 5th.
Bruh.
And it looks like we have green flag pit stops for the first time tonight. And it looks like the only man in the top 10 that didn't get the memo with Anthony Ludi. Everybody else that was inside that top 10 pitted, and they pitted right away. Other than Anthony Ludi thinks he can stay out, which is totally Totally something that could be a thing. Well, we're going to stay right here for just a moment to see who gets out of this. Again, night racing at Auto Club is super sweet. I wish more leagues did this. This is a prime race to start the season. I love this. Wow, looks like I think Snyder got out first, yeah. And now Ludi is going in. So yeah, you see Pugliese going in. Snyder now, that first of the group there that pitted, he's going to take over the lead, potentially. You guys are hard on Ryan.
Whenever I'm about to do something, I think, would an idiot do that?
Ryan will get on his horse. I believe in a top 10. Oh, wow. I think Snyder got busted for something. He's got to go serve it. Jonathan Militia is your leader yet again. The man with the terrible scheme saves the day. Or does he? But I believe you will see Thomas Meeks get up there eventually. Matthew Fleming, a big beneficiary of that last set of pit stops. Again, they're going to be good the rest of this way, I believe. They're not going to have to pit again. So if this does stay green, we are in good shape. Again, we are inside of 30 laps to go for this inaugural race. And Militia is being hunted right now. Let's ride on board with the 8. Looks like Jeremy Eshelman is right there in that Alpha reinforcing Chevrolet going to go a lap down. Wow. I don't know, he could have got closer. And here we go, lead change about to go down, and it does. Matthew Fleming now leading his first laps around Auto Club. And his first laps for the ISRL. Golf Boy says, let's go Scott Bell. Hell yeah. Again, if you are on YouTube and you're currently watching this race, you look up X Horseboat X on Twitch and you are in the Twitch chat and following, you are eligible tonight for a giveaway. Again, we are giving away an ISRL t-shirt, a Milwaukee Tool t-shirt, and a classic diecast from the 90s. And I guarantee you it's a pretty cool one. So you're going to want to get involved with that. Let's go for Ryan Robertson watch. Where is this son of a bitch? Yikes. We're not going to talk about it. We're just going to observe. You can talk about it in the chat. I'm just going to observe. A lot of good competition in this field, ladies and gentlemen. If Ryan is not doing it for you, again, he doesn't have feet picks or anything like that. But, you know, Scott Bell got to lock in. Let's get a Scott Bell check. Currently 7th right now. He's right on board with that young man. And doing mighty well here at Auto Club. First top 10 in ISRL history would be great for him. My boy, I'm going to need you to lock in. Ryan, feet pick Feed pics? Who's talking about feed pics? Who said that? Again, for that giveaway, I'll let you guys know if you're watching, and you have to be in the Twitch chat. And at the end of the race, you have to be here for it. We're going to do interviews, and once we get past that, we're going to pull a name. Again, I will stream the site that we're going to use, the names that we're going to put in. It's going to be great. No. Not here on this channel. I'm not into that. I don't think my wife would be either, actually. Good for her, you know? Lead change again. Mike DeWalt now out in front. Matthew Fleming, Jonathan Militia, Thomas Meeks, and Andrew Sanford, your top 5. Scott Bell, Henry Kalhoff, Anthony Ludi, Travis Stroni, and Rob Rossello Jr. rounding out your top 10. Mike DeWalt kind of waltzing away from this with 23 to go. Fleming, Militia, Meeks, and Sanford all in a row right now. Excuse me, but Ryan only does tasteful nudes. I love that. If you know anything about Seinfeld, all I have to say is George Costanza. One of those wonderful couches. I'm going to tell you, it's pretty hilarious. Again, DeWalt out in front in that DeWalt-themed car. Matthew Fleming in that Flem Dogs 8 machine. Thomas Meeks right there. Andrew Sanford and Jonathan Militia. Jonathan Militia has slightly faded since that pit stop, but maybe, just maybe, he's saving something for the end. Tyson Day 93 says, I'm going to need these other people to pit. I mean, I don't disagree with that. Be hilarious. Again, if a late caution comes in, you might see that. But to speak of here tonight, for race number 1, we have 2 cautions, and they were early. Ryan Robertson watch, 27th. He's moved 1 spot since we visited him last. Again, I promise you Ryan is a better driver than this. He probably had a rough night, caught speeding on pit road, something stupid. Oh, Michael LeBron James in 12th there. Did he have a pit road penalty? It doesn't look like it from my data, but I could be wrong. I don't think he did, though. It is possible. Mike DeWalt trying to be the first ever in ISRL history to record a win. 19 laps to go, he is way out in front. Can it stay that way? I don't know. I don't know if it can. Sanford in the 37th, making a push now. I think they realized the gap, and now they have to close it because it's 2 seconds and growing. Again, right now, from first to second, it is 2 seconds. But now that they've gotten their shit together, it's going to go down. They are drafting. They are working together. And again, on that backstretch, that is so pivotal to have if you've got a group. Oh, so he's just sandbagging early. Not sure that works in this sport, but that's none of my business. Hey. You never know. Scott Bell in 6th currently. Our biggest mover of the night. He started 24th, now worked his way up into 6th and having a great time inside the top 10. Wow. He's going to enjoy watching this one back with the chat. I'll encourage him to watch the Twitch broadcast back first. Mike DeWalt, Jonathan Militia, Andrew Sanford, Thomas Meeks, Matthew Fleming, your top 5. Scott Bell, Robert Cello Jr., Henry Kalhoff, Travis Stroney, and Cody Keller, your top 10. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about here tonight. As we go back to the gap right now, it is 1.6 and closing again. These guys are working together, which I think you have to at this point to make it a free-for-all towards the end, right? They're closing that gap slowly. They should be up to him, maybe, if they can keep it together. With about 10 to go. Looks like Sanford is ditching and going to pit road. Robert Cello Jr. as well, so that leads me to believe they may need to pit one more time. Yikes. Yeah, with Sanford ditching, that knocked off their games. It is can now have stayed steadily at about 1.7 seconds. Losing Sanford was huge at that point of the race. 14 laps to go. It is getting down to brass tacks. Thomas Meeks is not playing around anymore. Going to the inside. Making the move. He's going to try to clear up into him here coming out of 3 and 4 with ease like a butter. He's going to do that. Matt Fleming right there as well. I believe they are teammates for this season. And then you see 6th place in Henry Kalhoff. So the conclusion of this race is going to be very, very interesting with Mike DeWalt. Can he hold this off? Hold up this lead and hold off the field. Can he bring it home? Can he be the first ISRL victor? As we wind down the laps, it does get more and more interesting as we get in this, because now Sanford is right there. He's a lap down, but he's right there. Dee the King, what is crack-a-lackin', my man? Again, don't go away. You are going to be involved in the giveaway. You got to hang out past the checkered flag, past the interviews. But we've got an ISRL t-shirt to give away. We've got a Milwaukee Tool t-shirt to give away and a classic diecast. So be sure to stick around, get your name in a drawing. Ryan, I will give you a shiny nickel. Man, I read that wrong. Robertson has moved up into 24th. Next spot ahead is Alex Snyder, but that is a ways away. Thomas Meeks now challenging for the lead, trying to close that gap. He's inside of 1.7. With 11 laps to go, that's going to be a hard sell. That's awesome, Dee. We need to have you in ISRL or Gears, whichever one. Got to get Dee King back. Oh, have it in December. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. W's, dude. That's what I like to hear. And Mike DeWalt out in front. Thomas Meeks in second. Jonathan Militia third. Matthew Fleming fourth. And Scott Bell now sliding into fifth. Henry Kalhoff sixth. Cody Keller seventh. Michael LeBron James in seventh. Or eighth, excuse me. Travis Stroney ninth. and Anthony Ludi rounding out your top 10. Again, inside 10 to go. Mike DeWalt's got to be feeling pretty good about his position now. He's stretched out his lead above 2 seconds. It is his race to lose. Dubs in the chat. I can go along with that. Absolutely. Positivity is where it's at, my man. Got to celebrate each other's victories. If you don't, you're just living wrong. Scott Bell now ditches to pit lane. It gets a little bit more interesting. The page turns in the detective novel. And DeWalt building that lead. Other drivers have pitted. Will they have to do the same? Bro, I'm winning next week. Phoenix is next week. Again, don't forget, all fall and winter season long. Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. Come about a little early, about 10 minutes early. Get the show going. All ISRL action, point standings, the bullshit. Right here on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Arizona 120 next week, sponsored by the ISRL right here on the Horseboat Network. I forget what to call that shit, but it's exciting to have multiple platforms. Again, if you're in any of the chats, you got to be in the Twitch chat tonight to be eligible for the drawing, the giveaway. It'll be after the checkered flag, after the interviews. Hopefully you'll stick around for that. But Mike DeWalt laying it down right now. 6 laps to go. Almost what? Almost a 4-second lead on Thomas Meeks, Matt Fleming, and Jonathan Militia. Mike DeWalt did not come to play. He did not come to fuck around. He is standing on business right now. Smooth out on a Tuesday night cruise. From right to left, from front to back, he's got it. But again, will he have to pit? These other drivers are making it interesting. But I don't think it'll be enough. Inside, 5 laps to go now, 4 laps to go. You hear Meeks shutting down. We're right on board with him so you can hear it. And if you've never heard this before, it's quite interesting. I don't know if he's the one doing it, but I heard somebody doing it. Yeah, you see it go quiet. Just for that little blip of a moment. And then kicks it back on and goes. I don't know how you put that fucking shit in the wall. But there you go. As we were talking, Mike DeWalt heads down pit road. This is wide open now with 3 laps to go. Henry Kalhoff. You have Henry Kalhoff, Matt Fleming, Jonathan Militia, Thomas Meeks, and Anthony Ludi. Ludi being the Lone Ranger about 7 seconds back. So this just got crazy. El Rob, hello. And he's going to pit. So this is crazy. 2 laps to go. Matt Fleming out in front. Good golly. Good golly. I did not expect this. Again, Tezande, UTR, Golf Boy, thank you for the recent follows tonight. We are so close to 700. No, Rob, hopefully you're having a good evening. Good to see you. We got Meeks and then Ludi and Schneider and Stroney. So good showing for those gentlemen. Ryan Robertson watch. He's up to 21st. Can't hate on that too much, but here we go, the final lap. Matthew Fleming, Jonathan Militia, they are separated by a second. If Fleming, maybe he loses fuel, but I don't think he will. Wow, your winner of the inaugural race here at Auto Club for the In-N-Out 160 for the ISRL, powered by TH Designs, is Matthew Fleming taking home the checkered flag. Wow. Wow, you have Matthew Fleming, Jonathan Militia, Thomas Meeks, Anthony Ludi, Blake Schneider, Travis Stroney, Joseph Enright, Josh Cole, Nathaniel Fryman, and Nathan Fuller. Unofficially your top 10, but Matthew Fleming is your winner in history. It is over. It is done. Barring something really crazy, he is your first ever winner of the Independent Sim Racing League. Again, stick around for the giveaway after the interviews here. We will get that going. But take 30 seconds. He's going to burn it down, and we're going to get ready to do our post-race show coming up next. All right, so again, that is your winner. Matthew Fleming taking home the checkered flag. Let's get some interviews. Let's talk about it, shall we? Third place finisher. Again, we'll get that ticker going here so you can see that scrolling across your screen. All right, so in the booth here tonight, I have the 55 of Thomas Meeks, the third. It's been a long time since you and I have chatted, but you have brought home here a third place finish. You led some laps, had a great car all night. How are you feeling after this finish for the In-N-Out 160?
It was a lot of fun, honestly. I love strategy races, and obviously the leagues I've been in, we have stages, so you get to regroup, and it doesn't play strategy wise. But here, I really had to save. I think I was 3 laps short. I saved to where I literally ran out of fuel coming across the line. So I mean, I love races like that. It puts you to a test to see how well you are as a driver, how composed you can be under pressure like that, knowing like, man, everybody's gonna run out. I got to do what I can. But it was a lot of fun. Glad for Fleming to get that win though. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first one in history here, the first race ever. You guys are all over the leaderboard again. Your Wheels America car was fast all night long. I thought you were a hot pick if anybody were to bet on you here tonight to win the race, and you had a great car. So, again, congratulations to that, my brother. Anybody you want to give a shout-out to tonight?
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to my dad. He watches the races every time. Shout out to Wheels America, sponsoring the 55 car. Flip Dogs for sponsoring, Fleming's car. Then we got the Wise Owl Wash with Landon Bednars. I think we have Oasis Sim Racing with Sunset Boy, which is Michael James. You, for this broadcast, man, you do an excellent job. I love your broadcast. I can't wait to go back and watch it.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that again. Congratulations on a third-place finish, and fuck, man, I hope to see you next week for the Arizona 120.
We'll be there.
Right on again. Thomas Meeks, that girl is Cheeks, the third. I love Tom. He's a great guy. Again, we share the same name, so you know it's a badass move. Again, second-place finisher, a guy that I know and love, Jonathan Militia, here tonight in the booth after the race has been done. Militia, how are you feeling after this one, bro?
Doing pretty good. It came down to kind of a fuel strategy there at the end. Everyone was kind of stepping on each other's feet a little bit, but I mean, other than that, I mean, I was surprised. I worked my way up from 8th into 2nd. I didn't think I had the pace tonight, but I mean, really, that last strategy, pitting from the lead and then been able to save basically 4 laps. So that was huge.
Bro, I'm going to tell you, your car is ass. Like, it looked like ass, but it was
Dude.
wicked fast.
Dude, I was having some trading paints issues. I had to reset it like 4 or 5 different times. I cleared it, redid it. Like, I don't know what. I think it's just because it was fucked up when I first got into the session, so it stayed. I mean, on my screen, it was showing my Coors Marble car, but I know it probably wasn't showing over the stream. I mean, it's kind of what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. But again, congratulations on a second place finish. Again, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
My family, some of my friends, just I'm pumped to be a part of this. I see a lot of people from Gears here, so I mean, I'm like just excited to keep the racing going a little bit, just on a different night.
Right on, John. Well, again, congratulations on a second place finish, and we'll see you next week at Phoenix.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Again, Jonathan Militia there, and your winner of the first ever race in the Independent Sim Racing League, Matthew Fleming, bringing it home late. Better late than never. Got some laps in earlier. Had a great car all night. How are you feeling after this finish?
Dude, it is fucking awesome. Man, it's great getting back in here and filling in the first race of this league. It's great. I hate this track. We qualified like shit. I think I started like 15th or 16th, something like that. Totally shit.
16th, yeah.
It was so hard to pass, let me tell you. I very much dislike this track. But I think about halfway to go of the race, about 40-some laps, I actually really started to start moving up. I think it was just the long runs. I think I had just a little bit better tire wear. But, man, I didn't think I was going to make it. We got off the green flag pit stop, and I kind of noticed we're going to be really close, and then it just kept plummeting and plummeting. I'm like, shit. So I at least wanted to go lead a lap, so I did. And then that's when I was trying to save, and holy cow, I can't believe I did it. It was really close. I had 0.3 gallons left crossing the line, so it was close.
When I saw people ducking with 10 to go, I'm like, holy shit, that is really cutting it close. I mean, I've seen people cut it close like that before, but, you see DeWalt go off, and then you see Kalhoff go off, and then it was just like, holy shit, what was going on? And then, I saw you and Meeks hanging on. I'm like, wow, these guys are really on to something here. And, again, my gut told me correct. Fleming, you are the first winner in ISRL history. Again, congratulations. Do you want to give anybody a shout-out?
Hell yeah, thanks, buddy. First and foremost, I want to shout out Flem Dogs Auto Repair. They were on the car, the fast number 8. I look forward to having them most of the season here. We got San Antonio Karting Complex, Wheels America Racing, San Antonio, or I already said that one, Salon Diesel Solutions, Oasis. Shout out to you up there in the booth. Shout out to the admins here.
I'm so thankful that the admins wanted us to come in here, which we flagship. Obviously we know you and know some of the admins here, and we've always had some really great times together. So I'm really thankful you guys invited us. And hell yeah, shout out to everybody who's watching. I cannot wait for next week, buddy.
Yeah, the Arizona 120 at Phoenix is on next week, and I hope we have just as a great race as we did here tonight. Fleming, thank you so much for being a part of this. Welcome to the ISRL, and you are the first ever winner. Congrats, my brother.
Thanks, buddy. Woo-hoo.
You are welcome in that. And the time is nigh. If you are in the chat right now, I want you to write in, and I'm going to show you. Just write in ISRL. That's all I want to see. Your name is going to get included for a drawing. Let's do this shit right now. Again, we'll bring you back into the booth to conclude this one under the stars. Again, I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horseboat. Happy to have you along for this ride tonight. It has been amazing. So we got L. Rob. We've got Smokey in this. Again, ISRL. Looks like UTR_RC is involved in this. Who else is in this chat? Again, you got about 30 seconds before I pull these names. ISRL. That's all I'm looking for. You type that in. Your name is going to be in for this drawing. Again, 30 seconds. Again, you got to be in the Twitch chat. You got to be in the Twitch chat. You got to be ready to go. You got to be present to win. That's how you fucking win at this channel. Again, you have about 30 seconds. I'm learning how to type all over again on the fly. All right. Okay, again, you got about 20 seconds here, everybody. ISRL, you need to put that in the chat here right now if you want to be picked or be eligible. I'm starting to delete names that I thought I saw that's no longer here. It's going to give you better chances to win. Yep, I see it, T-Stro. You are in. 10 seconds. This is going to be a good one. All right. I'm going to see if I can share this with y'all. Let me go to my main. We're going to share an image. Of course, it's going to be a pain in the ass, but we'll get it. All right. Oh, we got one late entry. Okay. So aeroplane, we're going to get in here. All right, last call. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are close. So we have UTR, RC, L. Rob, Tezonde 93, Little Red Creek, Smokey, T-Stro, and Aeroplane 9001. All right, folks. I'm going to put this in right in front of you so you can see what I see. All right, I'm going to blow it up here a little bit so you can see it. All right. Random.org is great. The person at the top of this list, once I hit randomize, will be our winner here tonight for this giveaway. Now, you're going to get a T-shirt. You see that behind me? You're going to get that black one over here. You're going to get a red T-shirt over here from Milwaukee, and then a classic diecast here behind me. Those are guaranteed. You might get a little extra goodie or two with that as well. So with that in mind, let us hit it and quit it right here, right now. L. Rob, your winner here tonight. Winner of the prize pack for the ISRL. Again, have them send me your information. We will get that to you. And again, thank you all for a wonderful night here tonight. We could not do this without you. You guys make this channel worth it. You guys make doing these broadcasts worth it. So please keep coming back here as we get into the winter and the fall. We'll take some time in between Thanksgiving and Christmas as we get involved and get closer to those holidays. But again, I'm Tom Torrey, aka the Horseboat. Again, thank you for coming and joining us here on a Tuesday night for the ISRL, powered by TH Designs. Again, happy to have you. Again, next week we have the Arizona 120, sponsored by the ISRL at Phoenix. Be here for that. But as always, one more time, thank you for watching, and we will see you here next week for the Arizona 120.